Yep. Yeah. Hello, guys. And yeah, it's currently 12:05 p.m. Past 12 on my system. And good afternoon, Holland. It's Easy Forex, and today I'll be speaking on trading the news, trading fundamentals, how to trade the news, fundamentals, basically fundamentals, and its influences on your charts, and what you expect to see, and what kind of platform you think is best to see. And yeah. What platform do I use also? So basically today is that's what I'm doing, and trading the news. So that's it, guys. So and I'm on Chrome, and if you don't have any platform, I really recommend Forex Factory. Forex Factory is what most beginners use, and yeah, it just is my trade currently running on USD JPY. That's what I was actually looking at. So basically, guys, and trading the news, and what do you expect to see in fundamentals. So basically, you can't master fundamentals like some people say, master fundamentals and whatever. You can't master fundamentals. Most times, I advise beginners if you are new to the system, if you are new to fundamentals, if you are new to trading as a whole, do well to when you know there's news, do well to avoid it. And I got to even learn something recently, but not really recently. I think that was like 4 months ago. We learn every day. And what I was told was this, that uh, in news, you do not expect, that most times news respects fundamentals, which I say a lot in my videos. That most times news respect fundamentals. And that's true in a way because there are people that are ahead of you in this news. There are people that make the news. These people also trade. And these are the people that own the market. They are the market makers. They trade. So most of the times, they know the news more than us here that are retail traders. Most of the time, they know the news more than us here that are retail traders. And you start seeing the effects on the market. You are now. This is it. These guys know what is going to happen in the news. They've determined what's going to happen in the news. They've made the news out prior to the time of the release of the news, where everybody would see the news. Now they will start taking out. Probably they know that this is a particular, maybe let's say for green, let's keep for an instance greenback. Greenback is going to be weak, and probably the greenback is expected to be weak, and they will start buying GBP USD pair, that's Great British Pound, and against the dollar pair. They will start buying because they know that the USD, which is the quote in that pair, will be weak, and most likely you will have to pay for more USD for a pound. You have to pay more USD for a pound. So they know these things, like they know that that's what is about to happen, and they will start reacting to the news already before the news is being released. So most times it will reflect on your technicals. It will reflect on your technical analysis. So you will know that this is what is about to happen before the news kicks in. So most of the time, your technical is king. As a naked trader, you should see first on your technicals before you. It's good to look at fundamentals, know which news you're having. Is it safe to trade? Is it safe to play around for the period? Is it safe to 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 is it safe to just step into the market and see what's going on for that period of time, or should I step out? Am I making sense, guys? Should I step out? So basically, let's go to the platform I use, which is the Forex Factory. Go to Chrome and type the Forex Factory. Under Forex Factory, you see calendar. Let's do it again, please. For the sake of those that are new here, Forex Factory. Yeah, you see this calendar, which is this calendar, and yeah, so that's it, guys. On that calendar, you can actually set it to your time zone. There's a point you can actually set the timing to your time zone depending on whatever time zone you are. So this was Monday. Monday there was no serious news. Now, guys, this yellow news and this kind of brown news, they're actually news, but they don't have much impact as this red news here. See this red news. There'll be news on 3 p.m. This red news here. These are the news with most impact. These are the news with most impact. Okay, this was last week. Please, let's go to this current week where we are in. So these are news. This was yesterday, and this is today. Currently running, which is Wednesday. Okay, this was the previous week. Yes, sorry, this is May 2021, 21st. Okay, guys. So that's basically okay. These are all forecasts for the week. Sorry, we're trying to correct. Sorry, guys. And so basically the news is what you'll be expecting. Today is Wednesday, so Wednesday, yeah, today is Wednesday, and this is what we're expecting to see. This is the forecast. This is the actual Monday's news. Tuesday. So there's this red news that is always really serious. And today's Wednesday, there's news by 1:30 p.m., which is the CPI, that's Consumer Price Index, monthly Consumer Price Index for the month. CPI, you should know all these things as a beginning trader. I know already trading people know what it is. This is Consumer Price Index. Core Consumer Price Index for the month. MM/M is for the month. I think Forex Factory made it easy by showing you what these things mean. Okay, month over month, quarter over quarter, that's yearly, year over year, quarter over quarter, that's the first quarter. So you know in a year we have about 4 quarters, and then K, thousand, whatever. That is an high impact news is the news with the red kind of file. Medium impact news is the one with the brown, and then low impact news is the one with the yellow, shiny yellow. That's this one here. Then the one with the brown is the medium impact news. So this red impact news is the high impact news. These are the ones that you see a chart just shoot up. A particular one Akanu can shoot up about 100 pips plus. So that's it, guys. And then there is forecast. This forecast is from calculations over 4 times. Sometimes you use 3 period moving average, sometimes you use the 5 period moving average, sometimes 20 period moving average, depending on what Forex Factory is using to calculate or what the news people are using to calculate, the market makers are using to calculate this forecast. So this was the previous, and what they calculate the forecast based on the previous. Now this is it. The previous was 1.2, probably it's reduced. They calculated the forecast 0.9, and the actual was exactly what the previous was, which was on the low impact news on JPY. So today in this CPI, remember this is our previous and this is our forecast in the middle. The actual is the one to come. So consumer price index, exactly what I said. We're expecting the dollar to be weak. See, the previous was 1.2% in consumer price index. The current calculation and forecast is 0.2%, 0.3, 0.4%. So most likely, obviously, we know exactly what I said that we're expecting the dollar to be weak. So most outrightly today, we're expecting the actual to be low. It's expected that the actual should be low. So, and if the actual is low, the dollar would be weak, and that's why if the actual is lower than the exact the forecast, or if the actual is higher than the forecast, you see the green. If the actual is lower than the forecast, you see the red sign. If the actual is almost the same as the forecast, you see the black. Guys, please, I hope you are learning. You see the black. If the actual is lower than the forecast, you see the red. If the actual is higher than the forecast, you see the green. If the actual is almost the same as the forecast, you see the black. That's it, guys. The same, you can see 2.3. The forecast was 2.3. The actual was 2.3. Black. The forecast was 3.5. Actual was minus 1.7%. Red. Forecast was 3.2%. Actual was 3.2, 2.3%, which is still on the minus, which it should be. Normally, it should be a red, but probably for some reasons, they had to put it on the green. Best known to them because it's actually higher than the previous. That's why the previous also counts, guys. It's actually higher than the previous, so that's why it's on green, but it's on minus because it's lower than the, the forecast. So guys, that is it, guys, and Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. So exactly at this one here, this was 0%, meaning nothing. And the previous was 4.0% and forecast was minus 1.4%. So guys, we don't know how they calculate this forecast. Could be ongoing news and what they are seeing in their countries, especially the greenback, which is the US dollar. And going back to the chart using the USDJPY, let's assume today dollar ends up becoming weak. Chart right, I'm expecting a serious fall. Leave the short term buys and put in. I'm expecting a serious fall on USD JPY. I'm expecting a serious fall on USD JPY. Price was only just reacting to this point here, but today, from the news and what I've explained there, we're expecting USD to be weak and there will be a fall. Guess what, guys? There will be a fall. This entire candlestick will be covered up. So most likely, I already stacked up positions at this point here at the beginning of today. From my technicals, is now I'm even doing the fundamentals. So most likely, when I see this break kicking, I'll be stacking more positions at this point here. Stop loss will be right above this candlestick here, and my take profits will be at this level, this neckline, about 75 pips. Then my take profits will be at. So guys, that's it for today's news and fundamentals. It's expected that the greenback should be weak, and if the greenback is weak, because on USD JPY the dollar is the base currency, so whatever thing that affects the dollar affects the USD JPY directly. If dollar ends up becoming strong, we are shooting up. If dollar is weak, we are coming down. So basically, guys, that's it. Thanks to all to like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more of this, and cheers. Have a lovely trading week ahead.